Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising, here is your reading for Taurus season. So happy birthday, dear Taurus. As ever, I pull an extra card for the sign that we're entering into, so you can wait until the end for your bonus card. The question to be asking, and I've been asking this of more than one star sign recently, is, are you crying over spilt milk? Are you worrying unnecessarily? Because we start with two cards that are identical, I believe, to Libra or Gemini, and that is the combination of the Nine of Swords, the Lord of Despair, with the Sun card. Such a stark contrast, as we know. Taurus season is probably going to present a bump in the road for a lot of us. The only people that escape that are the water signs. For some reason, it's kind of flipped on reverse. It starts off easy for them and gets a little bit more challenging. For earth signs in the sun sign, Sun, earth signs, it starts off a little bit challenging and then smooths out. But there is a message across the board for all star signs is, are we worrying unnecessarily? Worry is like praying for the things that we don't want. And it's really, really key that we keep a mental positive attitude, because there are many things to be grateful for. Obviously, it's your birthday month and it's perfect. You are the sun sign within this season. So there's much to be thankful for, to be grateful around. And the Eight of Cups, your next card, seems to complete this triptych. It is the moon within, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it is a very moon energy. And it is the element of cups, so it's the emotional realm. And what it invites you to do, the Eight of Cups, and it's the Lord of Abandoned Success, is basically leave these worries behind. Don't pay them too much heed. Don't give them too much attention. The best thing for you to do in times of a little bit of worry, those sleepless nights, those that slight nervousness, is just to go, hey, just put it to one side. There's a wonderful quote by Cher, of all people, and she said, her mum used to give her encouragement that if you're not going to remember this in 5 years, then it's probably not worth worrying about. And some of these worries are collective, but they will be felt on the individual. Yes, of course, things are in flux. There is a lot of uncertainty moving around. And as Taurus, uncertainty is not always necessarily welcome. And therefore, on an individual level, we just have to keep chipper. This isn't about glossing over things. It's not about plastering over cracks necessarily, but it is delineating what do I actually need to worry about, or what can be left behind and just in some ways abandoned. There is also a big shift for you and across the board. As we move into spring, unsurprisingly, it's much more of an outward energy. It's much more going out into the world, and that's exactly right. For some of the water signs, there is a bit more of an encouragement to go inwards, but here it's very much to go outwards, because the moon and the emotional realm is the internal, and the sun is much more the yang aspect. It's much more going out there, and there's this feeling of adventure or play or excitement are going to be the things that really lift you. It's not through solitude or careful reflection or kind of churning things up internally. That is not going to be useful. Loving your Tarotscope so far? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so that you never miss a reading. Drop your favorite emoji or share your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from you. And check out the pinned comment below to find your rising and moon signs for a full 360 view of your season ahead. You'll also find a quick link to sign up for email alerts, so you're always in the loop when a new Tarotscope drops. Now let's get back to your reading. What is great is that we have this combination of the Sun card in tandem with the Hanged Man, and you can see these coronas, these beautiful beams of light that surround the Sun and the Hanged Man's head. The Hanged Man is all about change of perspectives, yes, but it's also the card of enlightenment and illumination, just in the way that the Sun is. So don't be surprised if you have some real changes of perspective. The fact that it's your birthday may be a kind of tipping point of, hey, this is a new chapter, this is a new year for me, this is what I want to achieve, I'm maturing, I'm looking things in a different way, and I would really encourage that. I would really encourage you to embrace the new, embrace new ways of thinking, embrace new perspectives, and not be afraid to let go of the old. This is very much that combination of the Eight of Cups and the Hanged Man is saying that if we get very caught up on the past, and I know for some of us, birthdays can be a bit of a tricky time. It can bring up a lot of what have I done? What have I achieved? And a slight sense of anxiety as expressed by the Nine of Swords. But here you're being reminded, no, that's not going to serve anything. Leave that in the past and really start to look forward to the future and understand and maybe reflect on, and this would be a really good task for you, Taurus, really reflect on what is different, how have your perspectives changed? How is your maturity starting to play out? How are you different from where you are now to where you are last year? So rather than focusing on the lack, focus very much on the development. And that is something very well expressed with the Seven of Swords too. The Seven of Swords is a bit of a funny energy. It's about moving in one direction while looking another. It's the Lord of unstable effort. And there may be a real temptation here to want to move back into the past or be relatively scattered. And with the combination of the Sun and the Hanged Man, it's a reminder to look outward, look forward, and look to the optimistic. You might have to slightly train your mind, tell off your mind, go, no, we're not moving in that path. We're not looking at things that are inconducive or unhelpful to where it is I want to go next. Your bonus card's a great card. It's clear your space, And yes, that may be talking about your physical space. Obviously, it's the time for spring clearing and spring cleansing. Having a good root out, a sort out, yes, but I would say this is clearing your space on a cerebral level too, on a mental level as well. So having a good toss out of anything that it's just this slight dismissiveness. It's like, I'm not going to give that any more attention. I'm not going to plug myself into that, particularly with regards to things in the past. So it's not only decluttering yourself, it is in part as well decluttering your mind, and what is going to allow this sense of freedom and this sense of expansiveness that the Sun is inviting for here. So I would have a good look at home and just say, what am I holding on to unnecessarily? Of course, they're the two driving principles of, is it useful? Do I love it? And if the answer to those two things is no, then it's probably best re-gifted or taken to the charity shop or whatever it might be, but start to bring in some new fresh energy. So as I said before, a merry birthday. That's not right. A happy birthday. And does the reading resonate? Let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, have a wonderful, wonderful Taurus season, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.